All right, and now Gloria, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name is Gloria Adedoyan. I'm a junior and a biology major. I'm running for Director of Programming for Duke Africa. I served as Director of Programming for the 2014-2015 year, and I'd like to resume my position. As Director of Programming, I had a really good time planning various social events for Duke Africa this past year and learning the ins and outs of what goes into each event and just collaborating with the board members to put in what's necessary for each event to take place, and just having a good time seeing the general body members interact with Duke Africa and just our presence on campus.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, getting right into our second question. Our second question is, what experience do you have to prepare you for this involvement? What experience do you have? And we're gonna take it back to Derek. And whenever you're ready. Pardon me. Before you begin, you have 45 seconds to answer this question, so please use your time.
In my high school, I founded a cultural awareness club. It was dedicated to the awareness, appreciation, and education of different cultural backgrounds found at our school. And that was really a good chance that allowed me to see where different people came from, and it kind of gave me the tools I would need to hold a position like this, because I feel like we could collaborate with other cultural affinity groups on campus and kind of promote both of our missions and strengthen each other and basically promote a greater sense of cultural awareness here on Duke's campus through that.
All right. And taking it to Clavena, whenever you're ready.
Like I said before, I served on this board as the Publication Archives Chair the past 3 semesters, so that's one experience. And the experience is that I spent a lot of time working with computers and most of the website and with the Google Docs and stuff like that. So I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge on how to use those things most efficiently and effectively. So those are the 2 experiences.
Alrighty. Moving on to Oziana.
So I've served on many exec boards, including President for House Council and exec for Adopt a Grandparent, and I've had a lot of experience, dealing with the UCAE and the business office and, filling out cash advance forms and handling a budget. And I'm also very organized and flexible with time, so I believe that I bring a lot of skills to work as the Director of Finances for this organization.
And Tahoma, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so for the last 2 years, I've served on the executive board of Duke Africa. My sophomore year as Director of Programming and currently as Chief of Staff. And these 2 roles have tasked me with executing and planning events. I also believe I'm hardworking and dedicated, and I'm very good at delegating tasks, which I believe as a president you need to be able to delegate. I've also served as the chair of performance on NACASI, which is also involved with researching dances and music, and I believe that has also tasked me to be more creative and find out events and dance styles that suits people of different backgrounds, which I believe is very useful for Duke Africa because everyone is interested for different reasons, and I believe as president you need to be able to see that and be able to cater to different people.
Thank you very much. Moving on to Zarina, whenever you're ready.
All right. I believe the role of vice president is an all-encompassing one, and thus it requires a versatile person to fill the position. And I think I'm the right person for the job because I've also served on Duke Africa this past year, as well as been involved my freshman year. And so I'm well versed with the dynamic of the board. I know how things work and I know how each position operates. I also have very good relationships with a lot of these people, all of these people running for positions on the board. So I believe that this would also promote a good board harmony. I also currently serve as the treasurer for my house council, and I think this is also going to boost me as a vice president on the board. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Martina, whenever you're ready.
I believe my experience as the A&E chair this past year has really prepared me to take the role to the next level next year. This year I've really developed skills from the different events, working with speakers, organizing things, and really learned what this position means, what A&E stands for, and also learned what more we need to do next year, such as reaching out into the community and really bringing awareness to issues that plague the African diaspora, as well as the successes and accomplishments of African students here on campus.
Thank you very much. Moving on, we have Kelly, whenever you're ready.
I think that one of the most significant quality that a person needs to be the chief of staff is being a good communicator. And over my years throughout high school, I've been involved in multiple sport teams, basketball, soccer, and cross country, and this has really helped me be a good communicator and mediating conflicts. And I think that's one of the skills that this job requires, is being able to mediate conflicts amongst different parts of a team. And also through sports, I've learned a lot of teamwork and how to use different skills of people to come together so that you guys can achieve a greater task. And I think that that benefits me really well for this job.
Thank you very much. All right, moving right along. Lana, whenever you're ready.
I think one of the most critical qualities for a chief of staff is understanding the roles of each and every person on the board. And I think I'm very versatile in the fact that I served this past semester and last semester as a resident advisor for the best quad on West Eden's quad. And I've also had a lot of experience working in teams. We're usually heralded as like the best team on West Campus. So I'll bring those qualities to the board. And also I serve as treasurer for the Duke Healthy Cooking Group, and I have skills to working with budgets, and that's going to help me on the board too.
Thank you very much. All right, moving right along. Whenever you're ready.
Being one of the co-chairs of Duke's African Conversation Club, I feel like I have enough experience to organize and promote events that will be of interest to not only just African students, but students of Duke in general. And despite the fact that I am currently the financial chair, I was heavily involved in promoting and also organizing events, and I feel that being the chief of staff for Duke Africa allows you the opportunity to be involved in more ways than one, and to also help everyone else on the exec board do their jobs, which I really look forward to doing, if elected, of course.
Thank you very much. Alrighty. And whenever you're ready.
I have very personal experience with the director of programming role since I served as it for this past school year. So I know what it takes to plan, organize, and execute events, especially events that take several days, like Red Week, which is one of our flagship programs. And I think that experience with working out the kinks and working out the very minute details that go into each event has prepared me to continue on in the role for the next upcoming year, and to make the various events that we had, such as the cook-off, Red Week, and other things, and just improve upon them and make them even better.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take this time to adjust this. Oh, but we're still filming. Alrighty, moving right along. The next question is for all of our candidates. What is one concrete thing about Duke Africa you would change, and why? And you have 30 seconds to answer this question. And we're going to start with Derek once more. And a moment. And whenever you're ready.
One concrete thing I'll change is our social media presence. I feel as though we could reach out to the Duke community and to the African community more effectively. We could harness more effective forms of media and reaching out to people to let them know about our events and things we're doing. And then that way we can have more people attend them, and we can boost Duke Africa's standing here on campus and just allow more people to be exposed to our missions and the things we stand for.
All right, thank you very much. Give myself a little more time to adjust. Pardon me. And Kwabena, whenever you're ready.
I feel that we really need to redefine how we really interact with the community. I feel that sometimes there's no real sense of community within not just the board or the members of Duke Africa, but even the people who aren't in Duke Africa, which kind of makes it hard for people to attend our events. So I feel that we need to sort of take a step back and not get lost in formalities and build up a greater sense of community.
Thank you very much. Alrighty, Osioma, whenever you're ready.
So I believe that we, as a club, to have a large presence on campus, that we need to have this presence in numbers. And I believe that from transitioning from last year to this year, we have definitely decreased in general body, like, meetings and things like that. So I feel like we need to reach out to more underclassmen and have that presence, and so that we can collaborate with them.
Thank you very much. Alrighty, Homa, whenever you're ready.
I believe something Duke Africa has to work on is familiarity between the members, because I know my freshman year, a reason why I stayed and became a full-fledged member of Duke Africa was because I had people to above me guiding me, and I believe that's what we've been lacking on. So we need to create events where people can get to know each other and build that sense of bond, especially for internationals who may not have a family here. That's also another way to reach out to them and get them more involved in the organization.
Okay, Zarina, whenever you're ready. Oh, pardon me. Let me just, okay, yes.
Okay. In tandem with everything that has been said, I would also like to improve upon the membership aspect of Duke Africa, but specifically tackling the problem of follow-up. So having all these events, we have people sign up and we just add them to the listserv, but there isn't a lot of personal contact with these people, or like saying, hey, thank you for coming out to this event. So I think it would be really great if, as a board, we make it a point to follow up to all the people who show up and build personal relationships with them. Thank you.
Alrighty. Martina, whenever you're ready.
As has been mentioned, I really think one thing Duke Africa needs to work on is building a sense of community here on Duke's campus. And I think one way to do that is by starting a blog that not only features current events about issues or things happening in Africa or African communities here, but feature the work of African students on campus. And the submissions can be about anything relating to Africa. And I think this will, when students see the issues going on and see their peers engaging in conversation and dialogue, they'll be more attached to Duke Africa and African causes.
Alright. Thank you very much. Whenever you're ready, Kelly.
Just like everyone mentioned about the general body membership, I think right now Duke Africa's membership body is very homogeneous. I think that Africa is not just a color or a region. A lot of people can identify with the ideals that I believe represent an African, such as persistent optimism and just in general being able to overcome obstacles. And I think that we need to persuade people to believe in these ideals.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And Lame, whenever you're ready.
I think presentation is very important, and so for the first few weeks when freshmen are starting to figure out or find out about Duke Africa, I think we should present ourselves in a manner where it's like not fake, that we're like a fake community just like coming together and having a quabble, rather than, because I remember like when I first came for my first Duke Africa event beginning of the school year, I came and I was helping out behind the scenes and stuff, so it'd be kind of cool to see freshmen see this kind of interaction setting up and things like that.
Thank you very much. Okay, Kalaba, whenever you're ready.
First of all, I would like to see our outreach be strengthened in Duke Africa. So maybe trying to go out to go back home to like Nigeria, Ghana, etc. and outreach over there. I also believe that Duke Africa needs to try to promote more of its other events apart from Jabulani, so that people know what's going on with Duke Africa and not just that one event. Thank you.
Alrighty, and last, Gloria, whenever you're ready.
I'd like to see Duke Africa collaborate with a diversity of groups on campus. We've done a pretty good job with working with Black Greek or Black cultural groups, but I'd like to see us work with IFC or PANHEL or ASA, other groups on campus that have a large general body and a large presence on campus, and that would increase Duke Africa's presence on campus while getting them involved in what Duke Africa is doing too.
Thank you very much. Alrighty. Taking it right on back, we have our fourth question. It's a scenario question. It's the night before a big test or assignment, but you must complete a project for Duke Africa with other exec members, and it could take a while. What do you do? And we're going to start with Derek.
Well, I try to handle the situation to the best of my abilities, but if I feel like I can't adequately balance the two, I just try and let my other exec members know my situation and trust that they would have my back and trust that they'll be able to come through for me.
And whenever you're ready, Covina.
I would let them know that I have to go study for my test, but saying that in the meantime I feel like I could dedicate some time to Duke Africa, so I would allot some time to do it and let them know that this is the time that I've allotted, and once that time was up I would have to leave, whether the project was completed or not.
Okay. Lindsay, whenever you're ready.
I believe that as students we should all have good time management skills, and if we sign up for an obligation we should see through with that obligation. So that being said, I would stay until the project is finished, and if I have to take an L on that test or pull an all-nighter, I feel like that would have to be done.
Thank you. Alrighty, whenever you're ready.
I believe scenarios like that should never happen because obviously events with Duke Africa are planned ahead of time, and I should obviously be able to schedule around that. But if it was something last minute, I believe the reason why we have an executive board is so we can follow upon each other when there's a time of need, and I believe I would ask my fellow members, or I would work more harder to get the tasks done on time and early so I can get back to studying.
Thank you very much. Whenever you're ready, Serena.
Yes, in that position, I would hope that we would have started the project and whatever we have to do that night is minor. So I would let my executive members know that I have a test coming up. However, like Kwabena said, I will be willing to dedicate some time, maybe not the whole time of that meeting, to do the project and then go back to my books and hope that my executive members will have it from there.
Thank you very much. Martina?
Two skills that I value in my personal life and in my relations with others are organization and communication. I think those things are pertinent to a situation like this. One, organization, so you won't be in a situation where you're having to decide between studying for a test and working on assignments that have been planned ahead. But definitely communication, to let your fellow exec members know the situation that you're in, and so you can work to the best of your abilities, but also so they can fill in for your absence.
Thank you very much.
Everyone here gave very good politically correct answer, but I know like most people here are very dedicated. I could tell that because we're working on a video for Jabulani. It was a rap video, and like Corbina, Martina, and Larry, they stayed throughout the whole night, even though he had an organic chemistry test, she had an essay, he had a quiz to turn in. So I think that's all about making sacrifices, and most people here are willing to be dedicated, even though they have other obligations like a test.
All right. Thank you very much. And give me 1 moment. Whenever you're ready.
I think timing is very important in this situation. As soon as you're caught in that situation, you let your exec members know. And I think that throughout the semester, you garner that trust between your exec members, so then they understand. But I'd say I agree with Kwabena that you go with the amount of time, or you can allot as much time as you can to help complete the task, but your academics are paramount. So.
Thank you very much. Whenever you're ready, Kalapa.
One thing I feel that is incredibly important in life in general is sticking to your commitments, and I believe Duke Africa is a very important commitment, but I believe my academics are as well. So with all of that said, I feel like the best way to go about that situation is to work around it to the best of my abilities, allocate extra time to do Duke Africa, or study later if need be. But I feel it's important to get both things done.
Alrighty, whenever you're ready.
I think being honest with yourself and realizing how much you can take on is an important ability for an exec member. So if I was in that situation, I would hope that I would have taken on enough of a role that if I had to delegate the work to my fellow board members, that it wouldn't be so much that they would be hurting their own academics and their own extra time, so that I'd be able to give them that responsibility and they could handle it themselves while I had to work on my test during the year.
Thank you very much. Alrighty. And for our final question, we've got 30 seconds on this one as well. Why should voters vote for you? Leave it very vague. Whenever you're ready, Derek.
Because this is going to be something that I'll be committed to. I feel strongly about Duke Africa, and I want to see this club just go above and beyond in terms of goals and in terms of its mission for next year. I want to make sure that this is a club that not only African students can have a space to get to fellowship with each other and get to learn about other cultures in the region, but also a place for other people in the Duke community to come and learn about Africa, because knowledge is a very important thing and it's something we should all have the opportunity to have.
Alrighty. Quibena, whenever you're ready.
I think the voters should vote for me because I'm the only one. I have served this position to the best of my ability in the previous semesters, and that I'll bring something new to the table. I'm refreshing and honest, and I think that's a leadership quality.
Moving right on to Ozzy. Whenever you're ready.
I believe the voters should vote for me because I bring many great skills to the table, and on top of that, I have held this position previously, so I believe that I know what needs to be done, and I also know what needs to be improved on, and I'm willing to work on that and make the next exec board an amazing exec board.
Thank you very much. Alrighty, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I believe the voters should vote for me because I'm a dedicated member of Duke Africa. I've been on part of Duke Africa since my freshman year. I've seen many executive boards come and go, and they've kind of guided me up into this position. I believe I have the personality and the skill set to take Duke Africa to the next level next year.
Alrighty, whenever you're ready.
I believe that voters should vote for me if they could, even though they can't, because I am competent. I feel that I am very passionate about the club. I'm a visionary with very new ideas for this club, some of which I wrote in my application that I cannot say in the span of 30 seconds, but I think that I would bring very good, refreshing, and new ideas to the board to take Duke Africa out of this box that defines us and make us something that is dynamic and very present on the campus of Duke University.
Whenever you're ready.
I think voters should vote for me because not only do I have the skills necessary to fulfill this job to the best of my ability, but I'm very passionate about Africa, specifically Cameroon, and all the nations, all 54. But I really believe that I have lots of great ideas that will help build community and awareness here on Duke's campus.
Very much. Whenever you're ready.
Honestly, I think every candidate here deserves to be elected, and they're all well qualified and dedicated to the organization. And the two gentlemen on my left are very qualified for the position, and I think that the voters can't go wrong whichever person they pick.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
I want to see Duke Africa skyrocket, and I think that with my skills and my personal connections with people outside of the Duke, inside the Duke community and other spheres, I can bring whatever I can bring to Duke Africa to just make it a better organization.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Thank you for your kind words, Kelly. I believe that I have the traits to be chief of staff, the leadership and charisma to help manage other exec boards, but also the obedience and patience to deal with the president and the vice president and to help convey their message to the rest of the exec board. And I also feel like, and I also share the vision of everyone else to see Duke Africa grow, which is why I feel I am perfect for this job.
Alrighty. Last but not least, Gloria, whenever you're ready.
Of my opponents, I have the most direct experience with the role of director of programming since I served in it this past year. I know what it takes to organize and implement events, and I know how to take constructive criticism and commentary on events and improve upon future events. So if you had a good time at any of our various social events this past year, that was a labor of love from all of the board, but as director of programming, I definitely had a hand in that. So.
Good. Let's give all of our candidates a... So not all of the candidates were in this room, but we have 17 eager candidates waiting to see if you will elect them. So congratulations to everybody at the forum. And please vote tomorrow, Tuesday.
MVP, everybody. She's been great.
Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, we'll sign out for now. Vote tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Bye.